We are live. All right. Hi there, I'm Mike and this is Jen, and this is Centered Core and Glutes. And today we are going to do a fairly glute heavy workout. It's going to be super fun. How do you feel about that?
Oh, great.
Oh, great. We just finished deadlifting a little while ago, so Jen's already warmed up and ready to go. Good stuff. Maybe we should do a little bit of breathing exercise first to get started.
Okay.
One of these days I should go through like a body scan meditation. I haven't actually done that on any of my classes yet. But for now, let's really just focus on belly breathing. So much like we do, I think I've done belly breathing every single time I've done this class. I want you to just breathe in through your nose and expand your belly first as you inhale. And if you watch Jen, you can see her belly expands, and then maybe she gets a little bit of chest action at the very end. But really, we want to just focus on the belly expansion. Then you sigh all that air out through your mouth. And just give me like 10 deep breaths, just like that. Big breath in, expanding the belly, and then sighing it all out. And you want to hold your breath when you take that breath in. Hold it for just a count of 2 or 3 is usually about enough for most people. There's number 3 there. Nice job. And so she's just got her hands on her belly so that she can feel that expansion, and so she can really focus her concentration on expanding that. And the reason that you want to do this is because you're filling your lungs up from the bottom with air, and so you're getting a fuller lung full. You're getting a lung full of air instead of not enough. And nice deep breaths like this, like focusing and concentrating your energy on your breathing, is really nice because it helps to recenter you. It helps to bring your focus and your attention just to your breath, so you're not all angsty and thinking about the rest of your day and worrying about whatever else you've got going on. It's a really good way to turn down your nervous system if you're feeling a lot of tension or anxiety or stress. And I think she's about halfway through the breaths at this point.
That was 9.
That was 9? Oh man, you breathe so fast. And there's 10. Nice.
This is 10.
This is 10. Okay. Thank you. All right. How does that feel?
Great.
And it's always good for...
My diaphragm was a little tight, I didn't realize.
Your diaphragm's a little tight?
Mm-hmm.
Was it from the deadlifts?
I'm probably just being keyed up all the time.
Yeah. So yeah, breathing, super important. Really like #1 life skill, I think, that we need right now. Just remembering to stop and take a deep breath and slow yourself down. Get yourself into a good place to start new activities. That being said, we are gonna start doing some movement, get your blood pumping again. Slowing you down, speeding you up, make up my mind, Mike.
That's good. It's good to have flexibility in your nervous system.
It's super good. I agree. That's why kettlebell swings are so good. Okay.
Class name.
What's that?
That's a different class.
That's a different class, babe. Yeah. All right. So let's go ahead and get your legs and your glutes warmed up. And I want reverse lunges to start.
Should I come over here, or do you want me to do it?
Wherever you want. It's good. I mean, as long as you can see yourself in that camera over there, you're golden.
Am I too far over the side?
Yeah, come over here a little more to the center. 12 reverse lunges, 1 leg at a time. Big step back, a little bigger step back. There you go. That's really what we want. You see how Jen's front leg, her shin is really vertical instead of like at a weird diagonal. We really want that vertical shin in the front. So you might have to step further back than you think to really achieve that. I'll get out of the way. 12 of those on each side. And this exercise is really safe for the knees primarily. That's why I always start out with it. Great for your knees, a lot less stress and pressure on your knees than a conventional lunge, like a forward or a walking lunge, is a lot harder on your knee joint. So, and this is also really good for the glutes. It really will warm up your glutes well. You're getting that full motion of the body like we want. I'm just going to move this camera back another titch, so I can bring this up just a little so it's not cutting off the top of my head. Still got this there. Sweet. All right. How's that feel?
Oh, good. My legs are tired.
Your legs are tired? Well, this is
It'll get me even more tired.
This is going to get you even more tired. I want Cossack squats next. I know it's your favorite. Yeah, I'm going to get some hip action. Hips and glutes. Glute heavy exercises today. Jen's getting real low with her Cossack squats. Look at that. So good. She's so for your Cossack squat, you want to take a nice wide stance, and then you're just shifting all your weight one side to the other, using the heels. You see how both of her feet are flat on the ground. You don't have to do that. You can pivot the opposite foot if you'd like. But she's pushing into her heel on the squat side, and that's real important that heel on the squat side is on the ground.
How many am I doing?
I want 20 of those. Thank you. And if you don't have a lot of glute strength or hip strength, you might be tempted to get up on your toes on the front. But I want you to always keep your heel on the ground and go a little. Don't go so low. And if you can only go this far down on each side, that's totally okay. As long as that heel is flat, you're still going to get a lot out of it. Go ahead and do whatever depth you want now. So yeah, if you want to just make these a little easier, you can just go a little, you don't have to go quite so low. You can just kind of shift back and forth like this, and that's substantially easier. Single leg deadlifts. So go ahead and give them a side view. For your single leg deadlift, I want you to stand with your feet together. Yep, just body weight. Stand with your feet together, and you're going to hip hinge. So you're going to shift your weight back into your booty. You're going to pick up one leg and point the toe to the floor. Keep the foot bent, the leg flexed. And you're going to extend the leg out behind you until your leg is a straight line. And you're going to pick that foot up off the ground, shift your weight into the heel, and push the heel that's behind you into the wall, like an inch or two behind you. And then stand up big and tall. Before your foot touches the ground, try to be in an upright position already. And then trace that line back every single time. Make sure you do that. And I want 10 of these on each side. And where you really should feel this, where I primarily feel this anyway, is what I'll say, is right back here where the hamstring and the glute kind of connect on this connected to the ground leg. That's where you're going to get the majority of the tension from this. And it's a really, really good exercise for your hamstrings and your glutes. And if you have knee pain or knee issues or instability, this is a primary way to resolve some knee stuff. If you're strong enough to do this is real, real good for your knees and your hamstrings. Your hamstrings are the primary muscles that are responsible for the tracking of your patella. And 10 of these on each side should be a challenge, even with no weight.
Yeah, definitely starting to feel it.
Yeah, getting that booty burn. And I got you on a pretty thick mat, so if you wanted to change to a thinner mat, you're welcome to do that.
That's okay. It's probably good for me to practice balancing.
Yeah, a little bit of instability training. And if you have any comments or questions over the course of this session, feel free to drop them below. I'm trying to keep track of when people have comments. I'm trying to address them right away. Jen is just shifting and doing 10 on the other side. Once again, this is all about drawing that line with your foot and then picking your foot up off the ground and shifting your weight like you're kicking the wall behind you. But she's going slow and she's pushing her heel through that way. And then when she comes back up, she's trying to make sure that she's standing up right before that foot comes into contact with the ground again. So good. Thank you for helping me with my class, Jen.
Yeah.
You're the best.
Thanks. think you're pretty great too.
Thank you. And this is a real good exercise if you're a runner, especially like trail running or anything like that. This unilateral work is exactly what you want to help you to build stability, prevent injuries, and generally just kind of like enjoy your running a little bit more. Next are pulse squats. Everybody loves pulse squats. So for a pulse squat, you want to get feet shoulder width, or maybe just a little bit more than shoulder width apart. And you want to squat nice and deep all the way down into the hole, and then you're going to come up halfway and then go back down all the way and then all the way up. And that's 1 rep, just like Jen did just now. And I want 12 of these. All the way down, halfway up, all the way down, all the way up. There's number 2. 3, and she's shifting her weight into her butt. You can kind of see. There's 4. So you're just shifting all your weight into your butt and your heels. You're focused on pushing up through the heels on your way up. You're keeping your core tight as much as possible and keeping your torso upright as much as possible. And you're probably going to have to sit back a little further than you would expect. I think most people lean forward a little more than they should with their squats. And by the time you get through 12 of these, what number are you on, Jen?
This is 11.
Yeah, you see here, you hear that? You hear how she sounds? By the time you get through 12 of these, it should burn pretty well. Even with no weight, just body weight. They're so good. How you doing?
Good.
Good? All right, now we're going to go into what I call like a skater lunge, I guess is a good way to call it. So what we want is a side stance like this. Think about maybe skiing, right? It's like you're skiing, hip hinge, and then you're going to take this leg and just extend over and over and over. There's 2, 3, and I want 12 of those, and then I want you to take that same leg with your feet together and go out to the side. Okay, and 12 of those as well. And this, honestly, is pretty much all booty. Just holding yourself in this kind of hinged position while you're moving your leg out. You've got to shift your balance. This is going to work your butt and your quad on that right side. Yeah. If you're feeling it all in the quad, though, and not a whole lot in the butt, you just want to think about shifting your weight back a little further. It's all in where you hold your weight with stuff like this.
Back into the heel?
Back into the heel, exactly, yeah. All of the weight you want in the heel primarily. And the reason for that is because when you're thinking about your heel, you're engaging your glute. You're keeping it engaged. Your glutes and your hips. When your glutes and your hips don't work real well, you're going to have a bad time. So it's good to work them often.
Ooh.
Nice job. Okay. Same thing, other side. 12 straight back, 12 to the side. So once again, you see how she's just got this hinged shape. Back's nice and flat. Her chin is tucked a little bit maybe. Neutral spine from here to here. That's exactly what we're after. Making sure she's breathing real well. Now she's moving out to the side. 12 of those, and it's just like tapping your toe out far away. Keeping your position. Squeeze. All of those muscles nice and tight. She's not just flopping around. She's doing great.
Oh, you seem like they're not going to be very hard, but it builds.
Yeah.
It builds.
Deceptively difficult. I love it. Oh, yeah.
Ooh.
Nice job, champ. You're a rock star. Curtsy lunges are next.
Oh.
Remember those?
Mm-hmm.
So
one side at a time or alternating?
Alternating sides. So for a curtsy lunge, you want to face straight forward, and then you take your leg and you step to the outside of the other ankle with your knee as much as possible. So you see how she's bringing the knee down outside of the other ankle, kind of like a little curtsy. And I want 20 of these, so that's 10 on each side. Keeping your body facing forward, everything squared up as much as possible. And this works your glute medius. Glute medius is responsible for a lot of stability in your hips. It's a real good exercise. I would say that, there's maybe a chance that this might work glute minimus too, but that sucker is like that big around. I honestly don't know how responsible it is for anything worthwhile. I think it just kind of helps to keep your humeral head in the, or not your humeral head, it helps to keep the femoral head in the
Where is that,
fossa.
babe?
What?
Where's the minimus?
The minimus?
Yeah.
It's like right there.
Right here?
Yeah.
Ah.
It's literally just like this big around, and
It's like what you work when you do the fire hydrants?
Yeah, maybe a little bit. It's just the bone or the muscle, that the little tiny bit of tissue that kind of helps it to seat, I think. So if you have a real, like a no minimus at all, then yeah, you might have to work on it. All right. Next, I want a side plank for 30 seconds, followed by 15 hip ups. I know you love this exercise.
Oh, man.
I'm going to switch it up for the next round. Yeah.
On forearms, right?
On forearms. I've got a clock ready when you are in position in 3, 2, 1, go. So Jen is just holding the side plank. You see how she's got this nice straight line from her head all the way down to her feet. She's got her feet stacked down there. If you need to stagger your feet, you're welcome to stagger. See that? That makes things a little tiny touch easier. But Jen's going stacked because she's a badass. She's got that hip up off the ground. Really nice straight line. Chest out in front. Yeah, beautiful work. And she is done. Hip ups next, 15. So she's just touching her hip to the ground and then raising it back up. I like to think about carrying a car, like an armload of groceries, and you're hitting your butt against the car door. Pow, pow, pow. And 15 of those. And this is going to get your obliques. It's going to work your hips. Ties everything together and up all the way up to your shoulder, really. You're getting a lot of shoulder out of this, too. Nice job. And you can hear how hard those are. They're great. It's a good challenge. Switching to the other side. A little badass. So you'll see when Jen gets in position, her arm is really well stacked. Her elbow is directly underneath her shoulder, so there's a direct vertical line from shoulder to elbow. And then she's just going to jam her fist into the ground over here. Ready, Jen? 3, 2, 1, go. She likes to go flat-handed, but I like to make a fist and jam my fist into the ground. I feel like that's a better way for me to generate tension. You do whatever works for you and helps you to stay up and really feel this. And pick your hip up a little tiny more and shift that top hip towards me just a little bit. There you go. That's beautiful. You have less than 10 seconds left. So once again, 30-second hold, and then 15 hip ups, and go. 1, 2, so she's just letting that hip drop, and then she's popping it back up. There's 8, I think, yeah? 9, nice and strong. 10, 5 more. Really hitting the car door with your butt. Excellent work. So good. How's that?
You're getting me good.
You feel warmed up?
A little more than warmed up.
We're 20 minutes in already. Can you believe it?
Yes.
Yes? Okay. I want lunges again, but this time instead of just those reverse lunges, we're going to mix it up and make it way, way harder. Give me back and forth lunges this time. You can do 10 on each side. So she's going to step back, and then she's going to step forward all the way. And great. Whoop.
I have a hard time keeping my balance with these.
Yep, that's the point. They are supposed to perturb your balance. So if you can do this safely, do this. If you can do this safely, then switch to those reverse lunges we did the last round. Okay? I gave these to Jen because I know that she can actually do it. It just takes a couple of tries to get used to it, I think. But big step forward, big step backward. Both of your forward and your rear steps need to be big, big steps. And there's a second in the middle where you feel like you're about to lose your balance and you really want to put your foot down to catch yourself. And the point in this exercise is resisting that urge to catch yourself. And once again, this is really, really good for hips, for stability for your hips. And it's also really good for your glutes and your legs. It's a whole lower body exercise. And there's that second in the middle, like I said, where you just got that oh shit moment where you're about to lose your balance. And this is a real good exercise for your nervous system too, I think. Helping you to build balance. Once again, if you're a runner, trail running, you like to do a lot of hiking, things like that, having real good hip mobility and strength and stability is ideal. Oh yeah. You're so tough. And so brave. Doing all this on camera. I appreciate you so much.
Okay.
Excellent job.
Thank you. You're trying to butter me up so I don't quit.
Weird. It's like I'm a coach. Trying to butter you up. Catch your breath. Grab some water if you need it. You want me to grab you your water?
Sure.
There you are. Always have water on hand. Or coffee if that's how you roll. There's water and coffee. All right. Next exercise, back to those Cossack squats. Your favorite and mine. I love Cossack squats. Jen doesn't like them so much. She'll learn to love them eventually, right?
I like them a little better now than I used to.
Okay, good. So once again, give me 20 of those. Get really, really wide. Go as deep as you can. You want to make sure that the foot on this side, the squat side, is flat into the ground. Don't get up on your tippy toes. If you're up on your toes, your weight is too far forward, and you need to shift it back into your butt. And this is going to be really weird and hard until you get used to it. If you don't squat a lot, this is going to be a real challenge for you. But you can do it. And if you can't get as low as Jen, it's okay. Don't go quite so low. Just shift your weight back and forth like that. Nice, big, wide stance. And 20 of these, alternating back and forth, side to side. They will open up your hips. They will strengthen your glutes, your adductors, and your glute medius and minimus, I'm sure. Yeah. And the best thing is it's moving you out of that sagittal plane and into the forward plane. So you're not getting just that straight back and forth motion like we get for most exercises. You're getting a little side to side. And so that is a real good way to help to protect your health as well. Next are single leg deadlifts. And if you would like to, you're welcome to add weight for this.
That's okay.
No? Okay. Same thing for you at home. If you've got a dumbbell or a kettlebell or something like that, you're welcome to add weight. But otherwise, just stick to body weight because it's going to be plenty tough in the context of the rest of what we're doing.
Yeah, it's got me pretty good last time I was out.
Yeah. Yeah. It's all about how you program it, really. So once again, single leg deadlift. She's drawing a line on the floor. She's extending her leg all the way, shifting her focus to her heel and pushing that heel into the wall behind her. She's coming back up, touching, she's making sure that her body's in an upright position before she's touching that foot on the ground. And that is going to concentrate all of the tension in the hamstring on that left leg that's touching the ground. The hamstring and the glute are where you're going to feel these. Ankle stability, like you get all kinds of real good stuff out of these. And you see how straight and neutral her spine is from the top of her head all the way to her hips? She just keeps that real good straight line. Boop, boop, boop. Grabbing that coffee again. Hi, whoever's watching. Thanks for tuning in. If you have questions or comments, feel free to leave them in the comments below, and I will answer them while we're filming. If I see ya. Single leg deadlifts are a fantastic exercise. They're a real good hip hinge teacher. If you have a hard time hip hinging with both legs, maybe one leg at a time will work. If you need to stand close to a wall, like put your hand on the wall or tap the wall for balance, that's totally okay. Work your way up from wherever you're at, and it will get better.
All right.
All right. Next are those pulse squats. I want 12 of them again. So once again, for the pulse squat, you want feet shoulder width apart. You're going to get all the way down into the hole, halfway up, and then all the way down and all the way up. Down, halfway up, all the way down, all the way up. That's 3 and 4. And you want to really focus on shifting your weight back into your heels and sitting into your butt. Like you're sitting on the toilet. Like really, really sit back deep. Keep the torso upright as much as you can. They're so good. Nice job. And these get tough as you get closer and closer to 12. They become harder and harder. Nice job. Shake it out for a second. A little dance party. Those little skater booty lunges are next.
Well, skater booty lunges.
Uh-huh. Oh, we should buy some skates, babe. Do you like to skate?
I've never skated.
You've never skated?
I mean, maybe when I was like a little kid on like the doubles.
Oh my goodness. Oh, we should go skating. Figure out if you like that and get some inline skates so we can skate around all over the place. That'd be fun.
Okay.
You don't sound convinced.
I mean, makes me a little nervous, but I'll give it a try.
Okay. Hello, Scrambles. Scrambles has come to criticize your technique, I guess, and then walk away. What the hell was that, dude? Hi, buddy.
What am I doing?
12 of those, and then out to the side as 12 as well. So yeah, when you're done with the leg back, you go straight out to the side, just touch the toe, and then back in. Touch the toe out, and back in. And once again, this is gonna work your booty. It's gonna work your core. You're gonna get a little bit of quad out of it, just from holding that position.
Oh, yeah, it really fills up. Whew. You can feel it in my upper butt area.
Your upper butt?
Yeah.
That's sweet. That's what we're after. That upper booty makes it round.
Scramble, it's so rude of you to go to the bathroom right now.
I don't think we can see him. Yeah, he's behind the curtain. He's good.
Thank goodness.
I think he was just peeing anyway. At least he wasn't doing anything gross.
Yeah, Scramble. Thank you.
Ah, the joys of cat ownership. Touch the toe, toes back together. Touch the toe, feet together. Out to the side, feet together. Out to the side, feet together. 12 of these in each direction. See how she's got this nice straight line on her back. She's sticking her butt out this way. Perfect. Perfect. All of that weight in your glutes. Boo, 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 boo.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh.
We're going to follow up all that fun with curtsy lunges.
Oh, man.
Yeah. So for the curtsy lunge, you want to start facing forward. You're going to take a big step and then try to bring the knee to the outside of the foot. So you're doing a curtsy. Trying to keep everything squared up with the front. So there's a little bit of flexibility involved. There's some strength involved. Crossing one leg over the other. Yeah. You know, I think I'm going to cut it short, too. I think we're just going to do 2 rounds and call it good. How's that sound?
Sure.
I'm like kicking out hour-long videos, and I don't know if people have that kind of attention span. So maybe 2 rounds, and they can just watch the video twice.
Sure.
Yeah? Let's try that and see how that works. Maybe I'll get...
It's a lot. I mean, I feel like for this kind of stuff, half-hour workouts are pretty legit.
Half-hour workouts are pretty legit.
30 to 40 minutes.
All right. Side planks. This time...
Oh, I see.
Yeah, so this time...
I thought I was going to get out of this. I was like, yeah, cut it short.
Well,
You don't
yeah.
have to do
So
side planks again.
we're going to do your favorite side plank. Remember that one?
Mm.
Where you bring your bottom leg out to the front,
Oh, man.
bend your knee, and you're going to go for 40 seconds this time. And I'm setting a timer right now in position. So here's what Jen's going to do. You see how she's got her feet staggered here? Just for example's sake for a moment, go ahead and get into the so she's coming up into a plank. She's going to lift that bottom leg and bring it out in front and hold that leg bent. You see that? Go ahead and relax. So 40 seconds, 40 seconds of that. Obviously, if you can only do 10, do 10. Work your way up. Ready, Jen?
I guess.
Here we go. 3, 2, 1, and go. 40 seconds. The clock is ticking. The point here is to really drive that forearm into the ground. You're pushing the ground away from you. She's keeping this straight line from this leg all the way to the top of her head. Neutral spine, chest facing forward. Driving that arm into the ground. You see how great this stack is where her elbow is directly underneath her shoulder? Bueno. Super perfect. You have less than 15 seconds left. You're cruising through. There's less than 10 seconds left right now. Come on, you got this. Come on, tough stuff. Hang in there. Keep breathing. Keep breathing. Almost there. Almost there. And rest.
Oh, my God.
Great job. So good.
I barely made it.
You're a rock star. You totally did it. Same thing, other side. You're going to flip over.
Oh, man.
You're going to drive the forearm into the ground. So why this is so hard is because you have less points of contact and you have less stability. And you're also adding this additional challenge of your leg out in front of you, which changes your balance and changes the weight. You ready?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1, and go. So having this leg out in front like this really adds an additional anti-rotation challenge. It adds a lot more core, and it really just makes the whole exercise way, way harder because you don't have that point of contact. You don't have this ability to tie your legs together and keep them squished together to keep you stronger. You have 20 seconds left right now. You're doing so good. You're cruising through this one. 15. Almost there. Driving the forearm into the ground, pushing the ground away. Pushing the ground away from you. Almost there. You got this. Come on, hold it tight. Hold it tight. And you're done.
Oh, jeez.
All right.
Oh.
Fantastic. That is a side plank with leg hold.
I'm so sweaty.
Jen is so sweaty. It's a real good finishing move. If you guys enjoyed the video today, I appreciate you tuning in and watching. Thank you so much. You can support the stream by hitting me up on Venmo at Ritual Fitcraft. Share my YouTube channel, share my videos, tell your friends that you loved it. Tune in for the next class tomorrow at noon Pacific Standard Time. That's going to be kettlebells for yogis. And Jen is going to help us with that too. No, Jen is not going to help us with that. I'm doing that one solo because Jen has a prior commitment. Anything you want to add?
Nope, that was great. I'm exhausted. I
Excellent.
feel awesome.
Well, thank you for your
Woo.
help today. You're a rock star. I appreciate you so much.
You're
And,
a great trainer, babe.
Well, thanks,
You always
babe.
get me so good.
Oh, good. If this wasn't challenging enough, do it twice. And leave me a comment. Let me know how you liked it. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Thanks for watching. And broadcast.